Okay. Hello, Teach Now. This is the final wrap-up of my clinical with my mentor, Mr. Adrian. Mr. Adrian has done a great job guiding me here through the clinical, and we're going to discuss my last lesson here and my possible evolution as a teacher. Mr. Adrian.
Right, so I looked at some of the standards that you were covering. It was the content knowledge, assessment and planning for instruction, standards 4, 6 and 7. So in terms of the content knowledge then, standard 4, does the candidate understand the subject area, concepts and tools of inquiry to make the content accessible and attainable to all students? So for me there was clear evidence that you firmly understood exactly what you were teaching very, very well, and had prepared solidly beforehand, and that's how you managed to get the students to clearly understand things like the terminology which you were pre-teaching. I felt like your understanding of it made it very straightforward for them to understand. Too. Assessment, standard 6. Right, so I noticed you watching very carefully what the class were doing, so you were clearly monitoring all the way through. You nominate students a lot, which is a very good, that's a very good thing. Yeah. It's motivating for them, and you're sort of making sure that they all contribute. And you were checking for understanding. Like, for example, I remember you sort of played a little trick on them with the word decrease, and you asked them, that means going up, right?
A lot of head shaking, head nodding.
Checking if they're falling asleep or not, or they're with it. So that works well. Then you got the sort of planning for instruction bit. You were talking about data, and you had charts, and there's obviously a lot of research gone into that lesson and preparation. Appropriate instructional strategy and technology is used, right? So yes, you were using the overhead projector. Yeah. It'd be nice if we had a smart board, but
how about it?
Maybe we can put in one of those next time. And you clearly set times, and so obviously in your lesson plan you've got some time windows which you let the students know how many minutes they've got and all that kind of thing, which is really important because they need to know what where they're driving at. And you're pre-teaching vocabulary. You're raising plenty of good questions about what do charts tell you everything, absolutely everything. That was a good question to ask them, because obviously they don't, and they knew that. So that was I thought the planning was really strong.
Nice.
And definitely meeting rigorous learning goals.
It's good to hear that about what you said about the pacing, because that's something I've tried to pay attention to. Not either get bogged down in a long section, or I want to keep things flowing, but I also want to make sure they're actually learning something. But and looking back here from the beginning to my baseline video, I think, or I hope, because this is my second year at the school here, a lot of the international teachers have got experience. I'm not that green coming out of like a university program where it's my first time with students. I'd like to think I've made some progress, but anything that stuck out to you that you saw from beginning to end that either I did well or I should continue to keep in mind and improve in the future?
Yeah, I think basically, being on the Teach Now program, obviously you've been deeply analysing everything that you're about to do and considering all possibilities and all that. So it's obviously fed back into your teaching, even though you've already experienced, the actual, the sort of technical breakdown of it, and the research and all that makes you much more conscious of what you're doing, basically, and able to make informed decisions about what you're going to do, which I could definitely see that in your teaching. It just, to me, the lessons just sort of, it's one of those things when you see someone do something skillfully, it's like you know, it's not necessarily bits of it jumping out. It's just the whole thing. You know, you know, the lessons run smoothly, they flow nicely. Everyone's relaxed. You're relaxed. You know, it's a comfortable learning environment. Which I suppose if we're going to go back to early videos, I remember saying in the first video, oh, you know, try not to clap so loud, and so, which was a bit of a nervous tick or whatever. So you know, that's all been ironed out, and you know, I guess probably just with I don't know your progress through the course, you probably just got more confident and comfortable, and that, you know, that feeds into being relaxed, which you know is passed on to the students. I was going to say, I was watching the video and I was going to say, oh, you know, maybe you should sit down with them from time to time and get down to their eye level and stuff, but then you actually did it. So that was good. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could do a bit more of it, I guess, but
sure.
you know, you did do it though, so yeah, that's, I mean, you know, great.
Yeah, I appreciate all of the thorough feedback you've given me throughout the course. I feel that I've got one of the superior mentors, but who's competing? You know, I'm just saying, Mr. Adrian's been very thorough, so I appreciate it, my friend. And,
pleasure, yeah.
Now officially off duty.
Very good.
Teach now.
With the camera slipping.
That's okay. Goodbye, camera. Goodbye, teach now.
Bye bye. We slip off.